Petroleum fuels the world and keeps it running. With the great reputation that the New China Energy Group has, I'm sure that you're aware of the power that petroleum has over our lives. Hi, my name is Riley Stoeltje, and I'm the Vice President for Business Development at Acme Petroleum. I have been with the company for the last 15 years, and I have been in my current position for the last 5 years. That being said, there's no one better qualified to be able to inform me about Acme Petroleum than me. Let's get down to business. New China Energy Group should invest in Acme Petroleum's new tank farm. To support my argument, I have 3 main points. 1, Texas is a powerhouse when it comes to oil production. 2, we are creating new jobs. And 3, our companies share similarities. Now that I have made my argument clear that the New China Energy Group should invest in our new tank farm and given you a little information about my points, let me give you some more information about the first one. Texas is an oil powerhouse. Based off of the 2021 Annual Energy and Economic Impact Report from the Texas Oil and Gas Association, I have a few statistics to better prove this fact. The first is that 31% of the U.S.'s oil refining capacity is found in Texas. Considering how big the state is, that might not be too surprising, and it might also not be surprising that Texas is the top oil and natural gas producing state. 43% of the United States crude oil is produced in Texas, and 26% of the country's natural gas is produced in Texas as well. That being said, if Texas was a country, it would be the 4th top oil producer. It falls only behind the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Russia. And we all know how much of powerhouses those 3 are when it comes to oil producing. At Acme, we are very proud of the state that we live in and all these facts. It drives us to continue to do our very best. And with our new tank farm, that will be possible. We will not only be able to produce more oil and store more oil, but based off of our great location at the future home of Interstate 69, we will be able to ship oil to places that we haven't been able to before, such as the Crossroads area. As you can see, everything is bigger in Texas. Our presence in the crude oil industry is no different. Now that we know how important Texas is to crude oil, let's move on to what our new tank farm will do for the state. Acme is creating new jobs. So, it might be a crazy number to hear, but according to the Texas Economic Development and Tourism Office, 1.37 million Texas jobs were created by the oil and gas industry, both directly and indirectly. And to add to that number, 44,200 jobs were created by the clean power industry, according to the American Clean Power Association. Our new tank farm will just continue to add to this number. We are estimating that the new tank farm will create 5,000 jobs. This will be both in Victoria and in other locations through the shipping of our oil. This is great for the economies of Victoria and these other cities because it adds so many jobs for people in a time when these jobs are greatly needed. At Acme, we have recently taken a bigger stance on economic conservation, and so we are estimating that 100 jobs will come from our new procedures to keep Acme honest, and doing well for our environment. Now that I've gone over how Texas is dominating the oil industry and what that fact has done to create jobs, you might be left with one question. Are Acme and New China Energy Group a good fit? The answer is yes, and my next point will show you why. We share similar values. So, whenever I was getting ready for this presentation, one article stood out to me and really helped me understand the cultural differences, but also the cultural similarities between us Westerners and the Chinese business culture. And this article was The Developing Influence of Chinese Culture of Finance, a literature review and case study illustration by Tao and Lee. I found two quotes that really drive home the similarities we share. The first one is, organization is often referred to as family. It is a community which develops and takes care of its members. The second is, what is typical to Chinese collectivist culture is that the decision is made by a group. At Acme, we view our organization as a family. We like to be there for our employees, and we hope to retain them for as long as possible to keep this family culture. We have open door policies. We hope to make everyone feel like their opinion and stances on different matters is heard and appreciated. We only make decisions as groups. We very rarely have just one person making decisions. We're constantly forming groups, teams, trios, duos, whatever is required for the decision or project that is taking place so that we can come to the best conclusion possible. We believe that a group's decision tends to be better in the long run than one person's decision because there's so many different voices weighing in on the issue. A partnership between our two companies would be no different than what I just stated about our current climate in our company. We would expect you to be a part of any decision-making processes, and we would view the New China Energy Group as a part of our family. As my speech comes to an end, let's review my 3 main points. Texas is a powerhouse when it comes to oil refinery. We are creating new jobs. We share similar values. These points prove that New China Energy Group will find a worthwhile investment in our new tank farm. In my introduction, I said that petroleum fuels the world and keeps it running. Considering that Texas produces 43% of the United States crude oil, at Acme Petroleum, we pride ourselves in doing just that. Based on everything I told you today, I strongly urge New China Energy Group to invest in Acme Petroleum in a powerful partnership. Thank you.